You got you some rinds.
Okay, that's some nice. You like something here?
Oh yeah, no, I'm done.
Huh?
That's all you.
Have you had that?
I'm not a big salt and vinegar fan.
Man! This is what
It's like I mean, you can eat them. You're more than welcome to.
Oh, you monster. Alright, it's over. So how do you keep up with comments and stuff as people are just show up on the feed?
Yeah. You ready?
Mute my stuff.
Lit. We are here, guys. Welcome to Trade Skills. We got the legendary Zach Etheridge here. Decided to help me out today.
Hi.
He could have been doing many other things or doing many other people, but he's here with me.
Could have, am not.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about beer. We're gonna talk about life. We're gonna talk about travel, like budgeting, travel expenses, step-by-step guides to traveling once borders open up. And I can even, depending on the level of travel you want. Even traveling in the States is the cheapest it's ever been. But we'll get to that. And if you guys, what's up, Brian Sherman, old roomie?
Hey, buddy.
Buddy. And Brandon. Thanks, man, for the afterthought. That's fucked up, man.
Am I allowed to say fuck? Apparently I can say fuck.
You can.
Okay.
Fuck it up.
Well, I don't want to fuck it
Miss
up.
your faces.
I was trying to be politically correct
No, I
in
mean,
these trying times.
yeah, fuck's gonna offend somebody.
Well, it will, inevitably.
I represent the race of fuck, and us fuckites do not like you saying the word fuck.
Fair enough.
Fuckinians.
I mean, I can't argue
What's
with
up,
that
Colt?
logic. Colt, what's up, man? My favorite pawn store.
Pawn Star?
Yeah.
Like
If that's the same. Oh, that's the one. Yeah. What's up, man?
the one, what's his name, Chun-Li? Like that kind of Pawn Star?
I think she was in Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
No, Chun-Li. Not Chun-Li.
Yeah, he has great legs. The spinning bird kick was awesome. Good
You
job,
know
man.
Chun-Li.
Yeah.
No, maybe you don't. He was the one that they always never want to leave.
He like got arrested a lot, and they're like,
Yeah, they
That's
never
excellent.
wanted to leave him there because, like, yeah, I bought this katana for $5,000. They're like, it's a total fake.
I bought this Pretoria Fields Collective.
You didn't buy that.
No, I got it on auction on eBay for like $40, and it was well worth the money. Pretoria Fields Collective, awesome. By the way,
Courtney, blow goats. I have proof.
he didn't tell me to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that. You blow goats?
Do we have one?
Jake's the closest thing we got
Jake!
to a goat. All right, let's.
I won't do it too loud. He might actually come
Yes, he'll
Yeah.
come stumbling in.
with a goat.
The fat
probably.
man who got busted for
or,
drugs.
or a kitten. I don't know.
Yeah, Chum-Li goes hard. He definitely goes hard. I will let you just grab a beer. Just blindly grab one. Or not. You can just look at him.
All right. All right. Well, I like purple. I'm a Prince fan, so I'm gonna go with this purple one, and hopefully that is delightful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. What the hell is that you were using?
Oh, that's a gun.
Okay. We're not allowed to use those on Twitch.
So, Denhead?
What's up, Chris? My dude, man. Dude, I am loving the Ninja Turtles that you picked up, by the way. Those are fire, man. Straight fire.
The turtles he picked out?
Yeah. Can I come play with you, Chris?
This is a
I'll
serious...
play with them turtles. All right.
Like he has actual turtles? Or
Yeah, now he had like this legit, and he can tell you more. There's a brand that makes like super awesome, very intricately detailed.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like they did with the He-Man recently.
Right, yeah, and he got this like super shredder and took a Razor set recently, and dude, they look like movie awesome. Well, thank you so much. I smell this.
We can't dive into it yet though.
No, I'm smelling it.
So I'm already noticing the color is a bit off for a porter. Like,
It's
these,
a little light. It's almost like a like a.
What's up, Mom? My
like
mom's watching.
Hey, Mom.
Don't worry, we can still cuss my mom in here.
Sorry, Mom.
This is St. Charles Porter from Blackstone out of Nashville.
It is very.
It's light for a porter.
It's very clear. Yeah.
St. Charles.
Huh.
So I'm gonna go put this on the.
Well, I'm not sure what Charleston's saying of, but it was not of
St.
our
Charles. It was a beer.
Okay.
What's
He's
your
leaving me
favorite
here
beer?
alone, so. All right. So just while Brandon's over there finding a goat for me, I won a contest of historically Brandon has very innovative and talented and super awesome people on, and I am, as anybody that is seeing this, am none of those.
Zach
So
can shred.
he pulled a card out, and he's like, you know what, you won, so you have to walk like the tens of feet to get here to do an interview.
Zach can shred though.
I can.
Zach's been in many bands.
I can
and
shred paper really well.
with your guitar using sound only.
Absolutely not.
Kind of like Tenacious D with Blowing Minds.
Not so much as Brody Cobb. Shout out.
Yeah, Brody's got. We went to see Brody not so long. Well, it was when Jake still lived here.
Yeah.
He wanted to meet the closest guitar builder.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Oh.
That's the beer, though. You guys see it
Let's do it.
on the beer cam. Nice,
So-
nice little logo.
Okay.
Cool.
Prost, or how do we typically?
Whatever you want to do. Slancha.
Well,
Salud.
may I do one? So do we do the tap and the?
No, because the microphone's there.
Just that. Okay, let's
the,
not do that.
microphone
I don't
just
want to
goes.
blow up anybody. That
No,
has
it's just it
headphones.
gets super.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, how about this? To those that know us well and like us anyway.
Yeah,
Cheers.
that works.
Mmm.
It's got the taste of it though.
I'm not getting porter. I'm getting very Newcastle-y.
Even the color though.
medium. Yeah, it's kind of similar. It's very.
It's not
good.
seeing it with the camera, but
It's really good.
maybe that helps it shine through. Not at all. I was hoping that it would.
Yeah, it's definitely not something heavy. Like you can have 2 or 3 of those without like getting bottomed out.
Well, we're drinking beer, guys. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to pop in the chat. If you have any like travel questions, I'm not going to say I'm at all some kind of travel genius or like that I've been everywhere because I haven't, but I got some good tips that I've gotten over these years. So if you've got them, you can message it or you can call that number down.
Now, we were kind of bouncing ideas earlier, and if you follow Brandon and all, or have seen any pictures or anything, he goes all over the place.
So Justin Cardemus, Blake Barlow, what's going on, guys?
What's up, guys? The barbecue, the Rib Shack in Albany, Georgia.
I still got to get up with Blake.
That's so good.
Blake's a good guy.
Wonderful.
Love the Mononoke tree spirit. Thanks, man. My guy right here. Can you see him? No. He's right here just a jangling.
He's a jangling. I don't know where the camera is, so I'm just gonna sit.
Here, watch.
Ooh. I have to look at your Warcraft thing to get it straight. I'll just do this.
Oh, you're worried? You're worried about your profile?
Yeah, dude, people have good angles, and I don't have many.
I just run it, man.
All right. So Brandon was talking about traveling earlier. I brought the idea maybe to him. The thing is, I'm really interested in kind of getting out in the world and seeing stuff. With the past year and all that stuff, it's been really, really wild. And there are all these restrictions and just stuff shutting down, canceling. When things sort of level out. He used to go all over Europe and just the Middle East, like places I really wanted to go and saw sites I really wanted to see. And I thought it was always very interesting. just came up with some great things like backpacking. And I asked him one day before, we got very close. I asked how, it's like, dude, you do this all the time. Like, how do you do that? And he's like, man, if you shop around and you do, your due diligence and look, and there's, a lot of deals you can find, a lot of great things, and there's, places you can stay, the ways to eat. And I thought he might, it'd be really interesting to give some insight, when the world opens back up and we can do things again. It'd be very cool to have, a couple travel tips and just something to go economically and, maximize your good time without, completely, shredding your savings account.
Yeah.
So I thought it was just a cool concept. And
Yeah.
he's, he didn't want to talk about it too much. I don't think he wants to be,
I mean, I'm not uncomfortable about it. I definitely would like to. I was actually wanting to, when I came back from my first couple trips, I was wanting to, because there's always people that ask me the same questions.
Sure.
And I was like, maybe I should start up something where, I'm not really looking to make money, more so to spread knowledge, and if I make money from it, cool. But some backpackers, travel guide, more so it's like a local thing, like a workshop or anything that people could just meet up with you, and you can just personally be like, instead of going to like some travel agency and they're trying to hook you up with cruises and shit like that, or like
4 nights, all expense paid
trip. Where there's not a lot of spam and stuff involved.
Yeah, so literally just sitting down with somebody and being like, how comfortable do you want to be on your travels? Right. How comfortable do you want to be? Like, are you
willing to sacrifice a couple things and maybe have different tiers? It's like, okay, if you want like
that's true. Backpackers Workshops YouTube guide.
A certain, I'm sure other people have done
it.
But,
tons.
But to have your personal account, and just especially for people that listen to you, I'm sure a lot of people, as I would be, interested to know, maybe just throw in something on, like a little PDF file and say, hey, anybody that, subscribes to the show or however you do it, just say, hey, I can shoot you some tips, and here's for a buck.
I'm gonna give you guys a bunch of free ones too. And Blake's been around too. Blake, you should talk to Chris Morrell on here sometimes. I have had Chris Morrell.
Yeah, he's
his
great.
His dogs attacked me. I had the big thing on my arm, and I got attacked by dogs. It was a great episode.
Chris Morrell go back, and I go back a little bit.
I go back to him in the FYE days with Mark. We all worked at FYE together.
It was my first singer for my first band.
Oh yeah.
Back in that was like 2001.
Airbnb.
Or 2000.
Cracked up to be
20 years ago.
No, Airbnb. So it all depends on what kind of experience you want to have. I was gonna say on that earlier, how comfortable you want to be and what kind of experience you want to have. So some people, when they travel, they want to have only the best things. They want to stay in the nicest hotels. They're gonna have, some kind of driver that's gonna take them to the foothills of a mountain, and they're not gonna have to hike anything. It's very minimal. That's what they want. Me, on the other hand, I want to get a little bit closer to the culture. I stay at hostels, and I know some of you guys are probably like cringing when you hear hostel, but chances are, and guarantee any of you guys who are cringing have never actually stayed in a hostel.
They just saw the movie and where they're cutting.
If there was just one of the hostels that I went in Europe, if just one of those hostels were in Albany, people would say it was one of the best things that Albany had. They would say it was one of the nicest places. Like, there's a lot of misconceptions of what hostels look like, and they're all super, super nice. And you basically pay according to how many people you're comfortable with having in your room. So there's usually like a 2-bed dorm, 4-bed, 6-bed, 8-bed, and it goes all the way up to, some of them have 32 beds. You go to Germany during Oktoberfest, there'll be massive beds, and those will be cheap. People are paying like $5 a bed for those. I started out in Ireland I wasn't sure, so I did a 4-bed dorm, and I think I paid like $20 a night for it, something like that. And
that's ridiculous, man.
I was in a room with 2 girls from Spain and 1 girl from Italy, and they were all beautiful, and like we got to travel together.
It cost an extra $20.
No. What's up, Mom Sharon? I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what a hostel is. Hostel basically is where they take a hotel, they gut it and take out all the they take out all the dressers, they take out all the extra stuff, and they just throw bunk beds in it, and then they decorate it. So they make it look, some of them have. I went to one where every room was a different thing. So one of them was like a marble room. So the walls, the beds, everything was marble.
So
posters.
It's thematic.
Yeah, one of them was video game room. One of them was like an Elvis room, like Star Wars room. And they put a lot of work and they put a lot of heart. These are pretty places. And there's apps like Hostel World out there where you can look at like tons of photos for each of the hostels. You can look at their amenities, so what they offer. You can look at prices. You can look at reviews and see what people thought about them. If they're getting like 1-star review, you probably shouldn't go to them. If they're getting like 4.5 and 5-star, they're going to be awesome places. Like, yes, like military dorms with decorating, yes. But it's so mixed. Like they're, like I told you, the one I had in Ireland, it was 3 girls and me in a room. And it was a beautiful hostel. A lot of them are just really nice. So, like, basically picture if you guys have been to Pretoria, picture a place like Pretoria, but then they had rooms with bunk beds. So all that, like, old wood, that rustic vibe. I mean, there's plenty of hostels I went to that were like that.
If you don't have a Mario Party room with a race car bed with 3 chicks from Spain, you should probably look into that.
Not quite to that extent, but definitely it was super cool. So you want to figure out how you want to travel. So you can go there really, really cheap. Just a lot of people want to bring like a big suitcase full of shit and a backpack, and you don't need all of that. Like, you're not going to a third world country. Chances are you're going to a place that you can buy anything you want whenever you get there. So, I mean, obviously bring toothbrush and, bring a couple pairs of pants and some clothes, but, there's places like Pennies. They call it Pennies in Ireland, and you can buy like super cheap clothes.
There's also like the power connectors, adapters and stuff.
Yeah, you can buy all of that over there.
Like Vodafone too, if you go. I don't know. What's a phone situation?
I didn't even need a phone. Honestly, every hostel I went in had super fast internet. Every cafe you go into's got internet. Go in there, grab a coffee, send out whatever messages you want. I mean, you can get a SIM card out there, but for me, there was just so much. There was just internet everywhere that I just didn't have to worry about. And as far as a language issue, most of Europe, it's everybody speaks English. Like, maybe the old people don't. Like, you get like your 40, 49, 50, 60-year-olds. They're probably not going to speak much English. Chances are you're probably not going to have to deal with them too much. At the hostels, at the restaurants, it's all going to be young people. They all speak English.
I would assume for like touristy places, as they would just kind of inherently know that too.
So Albany Hostel, I've thought about opening a hostel in another state. Albany really wouldn't work too well because it would just end up like the rescue mission. And they're like $25 a night, and then they would just you would just have, it would become like the Maybury Inn.
The Maybury 2.
Yeah.
A Maybury 2 Electric Boogaloo.
So it probably wouldn't work too well. And there's really no real reason why anybody would, stay.
It's not a tourist destination per se.
Yeah. From what I understand, the U.S. bottom tier of the first world places as far as internet speeds. Yeah, that's true. Most of the places I went in Europe, pretty much everybody had some fast-ass internet. They all had good internet. So I brought my little phone with me, and I was good to go. I brought a phone that like allowed me to have like a expandable memory, and I threw just like some 60 gig kind of memory stick in there, loaded it down with movies and music. So if I was on a train and there was no internet, I was good to go. I powered through seasons of Game of Thrones. I powered through seasons of Mighty Boosh.
No, but trains are stupid cheap, and mass transit as well. Like, what would you expect for like having to rent a car, or do you have to if you're anywhere over there?
So in Europe, most places you don't need a car. I have a funny story with that, and I'll get back to it. But most of the time, you can get everywhere you need to by bus and train, and they're like transportation system just makes ours look stupid.
I'm sure.
It makes us look like we're in the fucking Stone Age. Like, it's that bad. Like, you can be in, for instance, if I'm in Florence, Italy, and I'm like, I I think I want to go to Pisa today, and then I think I want to go to Rio Maggiore. You know, I want to go to like little 5 towns on the coast.
Sure.
And then, you know, you can easily just hop on a train. You know, it's probably $15-$20. You're chilling. You're on your phone doing your thing. Boom, you're in Pisa. Get out, walk around a while. Like, it's super low hassle. You don't need a car. Now, there's things that, you know, you might need a car for because they're kind of just off the beaten path. Usually hiking stuff or like small towns that...
Something you couldn't get like a regular... Like
a train or a bus to, yeah.
Okay.
So places like that, you might want to rent a car. In England, Ireland, Scotland, all of those places is backwards, so just kind of keep that in mind. Especially in Ireland, all their signs are in Irish first and English second.
So it's like Gaelic and then...
We call it Gaelic, they call it Irish.
Yeah, well,
When I was talking to an Irish person, I said...
I'm part Irish, so I can say that's fucked up.
Well, no.
I just do it in English.
No, they're trying to rebuild. They're trying to save the language, the Irish language.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
When I was talking to Irish people there, and I called it Gaelic, they're like, no, don't call it Gaelic. And I was like, why? And they're like, that's what other people call it. Irish people call it Irish.
Well, no shit. It's like you live here. It's
Yeah.
Like,
No, I mean we call, you know, Portuguese. You know, we've got Portuguese.
Well,
We've
sure.
got Spanish. We've
Well,
got French.
Well, they're all derivatives like Portuguese, Spanish, and
I mean, they're all Latin
like
based.
Castellano, like anything that's Latin based.
They're all Latin based for sure.
Yeah, and it's
but
like, I mean, I get the iterations, but it's like, if you call it fucking Irish, then it's like, hey, what do you... It's like, well, why does the rest of the world call it Gaelic as opposed to Irish? Which is, I guess, what would be my point. I don't know.
I think we're trying to fancify it, and the Irish are like, look, it's just Irish. We've always called it Irish. It's always been Irish for us. You guys have fucking tagged on the Gaelic thing.
Because you live there. Well, do they?
Because they're Irish. Like that's.
I imagine they can. I mean, if you're there and you live there, then you can call it whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
It's like it's not up for us to say like, hey, no, you're gonna call it that.
No,
like,
I was kind of just saying like.
but no, I'd be curious as to why they. I'll have to research that. It's like
why we call it Gaelic and they call it Irish.
Right, or like anybody else, or the entire World Wide Web calls it that, as opposed to them. So. I'd be curious about it. I mean, I'm all about looking into things.
Yeah.
And researching. So that's awesome.
That is a big key is researching. So wherever you want to go.
Reputable sources.
Yeah. So wherever you want to go, figure that out. And one of the good things about me meeting with people and talking to them is I can kind of adjust, or a lot of people will think that they can get a lot more things covered than they can under the time. They're like, I got 2 weeks, or I've got a week, and I want to see Italy, and I want to see Paris, and I want to see Ireland, and I want to see England, and I'm like, just know that whenever you fly in from the States to whatever country you're getting into, chances are you're getting there pretty late. So you're going to lose a day there.
Right.
You're going to spend 2 days in that town. You're going to lose a whole day of transportation getting to the next town. So in between each town, you're losing basically a day, unless they're right next to. Unless you're like in Rome and you're going to Naples, you know. Other than that, you're losing a day just traveling. So
an itinerary is important.
And just be realistic. And if you're only going to be there for a week or 2 weeks, you know, I was there for 3 months the first time, and I still didn't get anywhere near the stuff I wanted to see because I was unrealistic with it, and I'd never been there, and I hadn't actually talked to people who had. But if you want to do the budget thing, it's really not that bad. One of the things that I started to do to prep myself for it is that I dropped a lot of things that were like kind of unnecessary in my day-to-day life. I kind of stopped playing video games. I didn't watch. If I turned on the TV, it was only stuff related to travel. So like Rick Steves or these various people who travel to, you know. And I kind of had that playing on my TV 24 hours a day. So I would go to sleep. And I would see, you know, write something down that I think was cool before I'd go to sleep, pass out. When I wake up in the morning, Rick Steves, and you know, he's like, "Hey, I'm in Romania," you know, cool. And then I see something and I write it down. Budgeting is a huge thing, so chances are, when you're leaving for a month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks that you're going to have to pay bills while you're gone. So budget that in. Factor in how much it costs for you to live. You know, you might need to cut some things that are unnecessary. You know, at least for a couple months. You know, cut Netflix out. Cut a bunch of.
It's kind of $18 a month next month.
Cut a lot of unnecessary expenses out and find out just basically how much it costs for you to live a month. If that's how long you're going. Or for me, I was going 3 months. So I factored in a month and then, times it by 3 and said, okay, I need to have at least... You leaving?
Nope.
Oh, I was like, I need to have at least this amount of money in the bank regardless. That's just to cover my bills when I'm gone. I started rounding off money. So if I, as a server, I'd make money, I'd round off 1s, 5s, and 10s. I only kept 20s, 50s, and 100s and just, kind of tossed them in this big thing. I worked it all down to one book bag. Honestly, it's a godsend because if you're bringing a lot of shit, hopping between trains and then just carrying, the more shit you carry, the more it slows you down and the more of an issue it is. And then, a day or two into it, you're going to be like, why the fuck? You're going to be tempted just to trash all of it.
Why did I take all this shit? I could just buy this here and call it a day.
Yeah, you can buy it all. And a lot of times you can buy it stupid cheap. Let's get into another beer.
Okay. You picked this time. You picked last time. So.
I want this one. Third Wind. It's a dry hopped Belgian style triple.
Alright, I'm gonna have to take our other guy off.
No, we have to. We'll pour this first and then I'll go around.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how this one.
If you guys wanted to see that last beer one more time, super good.
Yeah, very good. Very medium. If you like
St. Charles Porter.
If you like medium ales, man, it's very good.
Ooh, that's unique smelling. Just that initial waft. Because it's a dry hopped Belgian triple. So generally, that's stuff that doesn't really go into Belgian triples. Or Belgians really. Usually States. Usually that's like an American thing.
So what?
This one might be a bit unique.
So travel stuff aside, maybe shifting topics. What what else do you like to? What's been happening in your life lately?
Just working on a bunch of different things, and I'll jump into that in 2 seconds. Actually, I should probably talk about the beer.
Ooh, I didn't.
It's a Belgian triple.
I didn't wait on you.
This is called Third Wind. It's a dry hop Belgian triple from New Round, and that is a Georgia beer. And that's brewed in Georgia and Virginia. It doesn't even give us an actual town.
It's Georginia.
Atlanta and Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Georginia.
Dry hop Belgian style triple ale.
That's fair. That doesn't indicate a hell of a lot, but hey, man, we'll get after it. We can just make up stuff about it, like that's from Superman's hometown.
Yeah. No, I said Georgia and Virginia.
Yep.
All right, that's a beer. In case you guys want to see it. Right on. It's got this nice little demon kind of. I don't even know what you would call that. Dead Grim Reaper kind of thing.
Mm. Well, I'm personally scared to try this, even though I already tried it. Yeah, even though I already did, I was scared once I saw the can. But
Roast.
He doesn't dab it.
Because it spikes my mic.
Well,
The whole thing goes.
I'm super sorry for everybody.
So good.
Where am I?
See, watch.
Somebody's gonna say, "Fuck!" I wish they hadn't tapped that.
Watch. See the.
Somebody's gonna be a dick. I'm sorry. I apologize.
When I get my own studio, when I get a legit studio, I'll have a suspension mic, and we won't have to worry about that. But as far as my life goes, I don't know, man. Just trudging through it, man. Working. I got the 2 jobs, but honestly, I don't work a lot at either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I do this show on Mondays.
Right.
And I do.
And Miss Alicia's show, I believe, tomorrow.
Yeah, I do Alicia's show. I'm her producer for her tarot card show on Tuesday nights. Stella Fortuna, you guys check her out.
Which is wonderful, and she is just a doll of a person.
Has she done your reading yet?
Not mine. Maybe tomorrow, if I'm around.
She did Jody's.
Okay, I can come around and do that. I don't want to necessarily know, but hey man, dude, it's nothing that I didn't anticipate already.
Fair enough. Wednesdays, I do nothing. Honestly, Wednesdays is actually the only like free day I have that I have nothing actually planned. And I can do whatever.
Can we talk about the smell on this?
Yeah, it smells great. It's actually a great beer.
I haven't personally had this. That's a very
That's good.
Citrusy, pretty.
It's good. It's got high ABV, but is not super boozy.
It's not very alcoholic at all.
Even though it's almost 10%.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good Lord, you're trying to get me excited.
Man, you drink lots of vodka, man. This ain't shit to you.
Ish.
Vodka-ish.
Ain't nobody know that.
It's a French style
But
vodka.
that vodka ain't that color.
Yeah. This is good.
No,
man.
this,
I like this. This is really good. This is Monday night, so they are New Realm, and usually I didn't. So when New Realm first came out, their brewmaster is like a legendary brewmaster. So much so that Pretoria's original brewmaster, who he's like super fucking legend, he's like the BB King of the fucking brew world. So imagine it's like BB King, and then this guy was fucking like Eric Clapton, and they're like,
he was fucking Eric Clapton.
he's like fucking.
I was gonna say that's probably conjecture.
Yeah. So
he was not actually fucking.
he was
Eric
super excited to try New Realm, which was this like legendary brewmasters. He was the brewmaster for. So he went there and he wasn't super surprised. And I had a bunch of their beer, and they did a tap takeover at Mellow, and I wasn't super surprised. But honestly, after a year or so of fine tuning,
were you super surprised?
I was not super surprised. Now I am.
It's in fact not.
Now I am. Now their beer is actually really good, and this Third Wind is really good. Honestly,
Better.
I'm super excited about the Belgian triple that we have coming to Pretoria soon. And I'll keep you guys updated on that. If you like this, you'll like it. This is a dry hopped Belgian triple though, so it's a little bit different. You're getting a little bit of that hop, but then you're getting the Belgian on the end.
I'm getting that. It's
So like I said, I don't do anything Wednesdays.
a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah, definitely. That's that breadiness of the Belgian triple. Good beer.
So that's the thing. It's like it's heavier than it should be.
If I told you that
Because
was
it's
like
lighter.
if I told you it was 6%, you'd be like, oh, okay, I believe it. It doesn't taste like it's 9.5.
It's not super boozy. I would say, excuse me, the palatability, like the heaviness is almost like the last beer review. Like it was.
It's an easy one to drink.
Yeah, it's like they're both.
I'm trying not to power through it.
Like, see, I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking about that being a porter where it's lighter. I'm thinking this should be heavier, or it feels heavier than it should be.
Yeah. So you're thinking porter. Most people think porter. They think heavy, and they think boozy, and they think and that's just not the case. Yeah.
But no, they're it's very flavorful. It's very palatable.
It's nice and bready.
It sticks to the palate. To like it adheres like that would be good with pork, chicken, fish.
Yeah, he also he cooks a lot. He loves to cook.
Yeah, that would be an awesome pairing with any kind of light meat, non-red meat. That'd be very good.
Yeah, I wanted to before he moved. I wanted to do a thing with Skip, so I could probably do it with you eventually. We can do a charcuterie episode.
Yeah, we can do that. I can get him to. We'll see if we can.
No. Skip's gone. Skip's gone. So it'll be.
Well, I know. No,
We'll get some good cheese. But anyways, Thursdays I have a show called The Hive on the radio on Q102, the Queen Bee. Friday, Saturday, I usually work, and then I have another show on Saturday night, a show on Sunday morning. And I usually work Sunday. So yeah, that's pretty much my whole schedule. And then in between all of this, I'm getting music from my radio station and then trying to contact people for future episodes. I was supposed to have this episode tonight at Pretoria, but the storm is just, I didn't want anybody to get risk or to risk themselves going. So like I said, if you guys want to...
He decided to risk me, which I'm very expendable. So
No.
But he
told Zach he can bring a guitar and jam.
He brought me into his storm bunker, which I thought was very brave and very awesome of him to do. So
That's what I'm here for.
I want to thank Brandon for doing it.
That's what I'm here for.
So if he's gonna die, we're gonna just die in each other's embrace.
Die together. Like that.
We'll go out.
What's that? It's like a
champions.
Rihanna song. And we're gonna die. We gonna die together.
You pick the song and just leave it, man.
Umbrella. Is that the song? That's the same song? I don't know.
Whatever song you pick.
By the way, super good beer. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these. You probably can't see it. What's up? I think it's Brody giving a thumbs up. I can't tell. I saw a thumbs up and I saw a face and it looked kind of like Brody's, but I'm not sure. Mr. Cobb. I gotta have him on the episode eventually too.
Yeah.
He's got kids and stuff, so him like being out at like 10 to midnight might be.
He could sell them to come down here and do a show. Like it's fine.
We'll talk about guitar making. We'll talk. Oh, it's Calvin Price too.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I will follow you in the dark.
Calvin,
good luck finding me. We're in the dark.
Calvin, go back to bed, man.
He's trying to escape Pamela. I'm kidding, Pam.
Hey, tell Miss Pamela what's up,
Pamela.
Oh, Black Betty.
That was a good beer.
You see how much of a lush this dude is. Jesus
I
Christ.
like a good beer. You can tell if I like a beer. I drink it pretty quick.
It's a delicious beer. I just haven't. I've been running my fucking mouth too much, I guess.
It's all good.
Man, you skipped
no, you're good. I was trying to think if there was something I can put
You got some catnip?
to where it will like absorb some of this.
Absorb some of that mic.
Yeah, because anytime I put it down, or anytime somebody puts something down, she's sleeping, I'm drinking whiskey. Right on. I took a nap earlier.
Dude, I am fully jealous of that nap. So
Look at you smoking this little thing. Yeah, you out of cigarettes, or is this like an emergency thing when you run out of cigarettes? You get this?
I'm trying, my friend. I'm trying to get rid of the devil. Get a cigarette, and I'm just doing my very best.
Bad thing about that is like, so you probably did you get anything out of that?
Nope.
Is it dead already?
Yep.
When'd you get it?
That's what's fucked up.
When'd you get it?
No.
Like today? Oh, so I mean you had it for.
No, I've borrowed it from somebody else.
Yeah, so these right here.
I'm trying to stop smoking. And
No, I
smoking
feel
is
that.
bad, kids.
Smoking is bad.
It's a terrible deal.
Tangerine ice. So these, like, these might cost, anywhere $10-15. But I mean, how much is a pack of cigarettes?
$6-7.
That'll last you how long?
Day 2, 3. Depends
So-
on your habit.
So about the same as this. Well, I find that with these, I hit these a lot more because they're more convenient.
They are more
Instead of me going
convenient.
outside and smoking every 45 minutes.
Especially with my job, like I have to be on top of stuff, so it's like I can't always take a smoke break per se. So
This Rick and Morty one's real convenient though,
oh,
and it's like all LED. It's a tank, this is disposable, so I can see.
hey Brennan,
Morty, shut the fuck up for a second, Morty.
What's that taste like, Brennan?
See, it's all like.
See, he paid extra money for that shit, and you guys are supporting this channel. What the fuck's wrong with you?
What's up, Alicia? She said, "Hey, Zach."
Hi, Alicia.
Zach said he's coming tomorrow to get a reading.
That's what she said. And you're my favorite person in the world, and you're a lot better looking than Brennan. And thank you for tuning in for me and not him, and I appreciate it. So we'll just roll with that. You don't have to reply.
She will reply. There's about a 15-second delay. She's like, "Aw, heart."
Jeez Louise.
Alicia's actually got some big stuff coming up. So
Does she know?
she's getting ready. So she just did a thing at the Paisley Fig where she kind of set up a little shop. And
Great story, by the way. A lot of great people. A lot of my friends are there, so check it out. Downtown Albany, Paisley Fig.
So she did some readings. Just kind of like show up. It's free. Get a reading done. If you tip, cool. If not, it's whatever.
Great.
It did really well, and so I think she's wanting to do like Tarot 101 and have courses where she can teach people exactly
like a workshop.
Exactly, where she can show people exactly what this card means in, reverse or like normal or with this card and, and she'll be selling decks as well. And she's
That's
actually on the
fantastic.
low. you guys are hearing it first. She's working on making her own deck.
Well,
Like working on getting them like published and having them.
I'm not trying to pull any kind of ranks, but I know a lot of people that sell stuff up there, and I think that they'd be real into it.
Up where?
At Paisley Fit.
Oh, she works there. She's an employee there.
Ashley Branch. We got.
She sells stuff up there, right?
Yeah, she does. Tasha's
Tasha's leaving though.
Yes?
Yeah, she's moving.
Really?
I heard her husband
Okay.
moving.
Well, a lot of great, talented artists. I wish any of them should be in this chair at the moment.
No, man,
But they were busier.
No, man, you're super cool. Don't sell yourself short.
I am.
If I put a
I
guitar,
am super cool.
if I put a guitar in Zach's hand right now, he would be shedding.
I would be shedding hair, not
Yes.
shredding.
No, he'd be shedding.
And just getting grayer.
There's a bunch of guitars over there. They're all acoustics and
Yeah,
attitude.
there probably are, but we're not gonna.
We're not doing that. We're not going that.
Yeah, you ever go to the party like in high school and there's it's
You're
like
the guy who plays the guitar,
the
and they're
one
like, dude.
asshole that brings the acoustic is like starts playing Oasis or something.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I thought you were talking about. So when I was at
Or you remember in fucking Animal House and he just smashes the shit.
yeah.
That's about how I feel about playing in front of fucking anybody.
He lies. We got bonfires outside sometimes, and he'll pull out the guitar and start jamming.
In front of
He likes it.
2.5 people, and Brandon is 2 of them.
And he's been in many bands, so don't let him play. Don't let him play. He's been in front of lots of people.
Oops. I did not.
But Stacy Porter Brown, what's up?
Jesus, Jiminy Christmas. What's up, Stacy?
Is that?
You.
Oh, that's Stacy. Jeremy Stacy.
Can you, Jeremy? Smack him.
I still need to get Jeremy on the show.
You really do.
I know. I've asked him before in person. I get.
Stacy. All right. Here's the deal. I'm not gonna shout because I'm not sure about that microphone. Get Jeremy on this to promote his.
I've already talked to Jeremy about it. I wanted to have him on.
Hey, there's Jeremy.
What's up, man?
Hey, buddy.
We're trying to get Jeremy on the show too.
Dude, get your ass in here, man. You got brand new stuff opening up. I'm getting Buck in here.
Jeremy likes sours. Jeremy's a sour guy, so I'll bring a bunch of sours.
We're gonna get strippers in here. It's gonna get Buck wild, dude. I mean, some of that he promised that.
I mean, no, I've done
I
something.
can't tell you anything, but you know.
What about us both?
Please and thank you. And what about the clay spot in Albany too, with Miss the wonderful Stacy?
Yeah,
Brown?
we'll have like one of those moments from Ghost.
Please and thank. Can Brandon and I Stacy? Is there a way that Brandon and I can set up the sexy pottery wheel?
Who's gonna be the big spoon? Who's gonna be the little spoon?
Well, you're the bigger dude, so I'm gonna be the little spoon.
I'm okay with that.
I'm just
So
gonna be the one shaping
I'll
it.
be Swayze
I'll be shaping it, and you'll be the ghost behind me.
while the Righteous Brothers play in the background.
Who's gonna be Whoopi behind you? Is Whoopi Goldberg gonna be
in that
behind
scene?
you?
Whoopi was not there.
Well, Whoopi could be there. I think that'll be.
That's Calvin. We're gonna
That'll
put a
be-
wig on him.
That'll be Ghost 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Ghost 2 Electric Boogaloo. Yeah.
That's why Whoopi is behind all of us.
I also think that I'm gonna.
Which is Calvin Price in a wig.
Every once in a while, I think that, but Taylor Swift is playing instead.
Well, that's unfortunate.
T Swift, no thanks.
I'm a T Swift fan, dude. Get after me.
My last roommate was a T Swift fan.
Well,
Rabbit.
They ended up.
I'm working on that for this summer. I'm not Patrick nor Demi. I'll be Patrick. He'll be Demi, and we'll both be shirtless.
Is
and
it Demi or is it pre or post boob job Demi?
Calvin says I'll be Whoopi.
This is good. Calvin, I got a wig for you, dude. Please.
The only wig I have right now is a pompadour. I hope you're okay with it.
Please make this happen.
T Swizzle. I need Calvin with the pompadour in the back.
It's not the dreadlocks, it's just the pump.
It's a massive pompadour coming out this way.
Dude, yeah, please, all of you,
You can be my Patrick Stacy. I got you there.
Dude, we're all over.
You kill that one.
Oh, jeez.
We still got 4 more beer to go.
Jeremy, what's up, my friend? Hey, I gotta try some of them new goodies. I haven't been by there yet, but I'm about to unload my ketchup.
So I'm sure Jeremy's been blown up in social media lately because...
Of course. Because he's reinventing wellness.
Well, no, I'm talking about because he's been known for so long as being, the vape guy, or Good Life. Mm-hmm. He knows all about it. And with all the regulations and all the bullshit going on with the government right now, anything new that hits Facebook, people are like tagging Jeremy and like, Jeremy. And, I feel like with his business, he feels obligated to like respond, or maybe they're good friends of his and he responds. But
he does.
It's crazy times for anybody in that business. Need the wig. Already got the tits. No, seriously, put Jeremy on. I'm okay with. I want Jeremy to be on. I've been talking about Jeremy being on for a year.
No, please do. And man, like, especially to discuss exactly what's been going on regulation-wise with the government trying to stifle people being healthier. It's really shameful. And it's kind of a global thing too, it's from what I understand. But
don't drink this one yet.
Oh,
I know last time you jumped into it.
No. Is that the same perp?
This one is, and I'm going to show you guys the can for the one. Work 24/7, but I got to do what I love. Totally worth the battle.
Right.
But I come by proxy. That's okay. It's a good proxy to have. I'm going to show you guys this beer one more time. And as I show it to you, it's not even on its fucking, on the front. We'll get back to it while I pour this beer.
I'm just gonna wait.
That last beer was super good. It was a
Very
dry hopped Belgian triple. Called Third Win. Because people say, catching your second win. This is the third win.
So that's the thing. What I was told about buying wine at one time is like, if you're unsure, buy the most interesting label that's under $20 or under $30. And I kind of found that to be true. It's like if you find some shit that with an artistic label, like this is one in particular, like it's got a great label, man. Like it's very like spooky and wild. But same thing with wines, from what I heard, and I haven't been steered wrong with that yet. So that's pretty rad. I'm enjoying the can.
It's a nice looking can, Can't complain with the
It's
can.
a nice looking can.
Here, I'll show it to you again. The back of the can, if you want to catch it.
The back of the can.
Nobody really cares.
That's the most compelling part. Is the back of the can.
Back. Let me see that back you got, girl.
Where it says, "Don't excessively drink."
So the beer we're getting ready to go into is from Yazoo. So it's like one of the biggest breweries in Nashville, and I got this when I was in Nashville. They make actually really good beer. So think of this kind of on the level with probably like Sweetwater. Yeah.
See?
So it's called Sly Rye Porter. Darkness can be your friend. Don't drink it. I see you getting in there.
I'm smelling.
Darkness can be your friend, said the fox. Shutting my eyes, I inhaled the rich aroma of dark fruit, cocoa and sweet chocolate, followed by a creamy, rich body. The rye tingled my tongue with a peppery finish. I'd be glad to help you get that beer across the swamp, he said. And it's got a nice picture of a fox, and I can't tell if what else is on it. There's a fox in a swamp, and there's a tree and a moon and a light, but I don't know what that is.
That depends. It looks like a gas can. Full of coffee, full of dreamsicles.
It is a good order. Like a car being auctioned.
But you can do the ASMR government warning.
We're not doing the government warning.
We're not doing the ASMR thing.
So I like what it put on the side of the bottle because it kind of reminds me of what I wanted Courtney to do a while back. So I was trying to convince Courtney, and it didn't take much convincing. It just needs more work on my side, and it's got a lot on my plate that it goes to the back burner sometimes, and I'm sorry about that. But I want to take these beer, and not every beer I do because that's 6 to 8 beer per episode. That's a lot of work, but a beer every once in a while.
You'll get proper trash.
Yeah, and then no. I mean, like I want her to write a review on Untapped, but make every one of them like a sensual romance novel. Like
So extrapolate on the experience.
As I pressed the bottle wantingly to my lips,
So you're
I
being.
quivered in anticipation. My eyes
do you
closed.
want it as like an '80s like romance? Like
I want that really
like a
corny,
girl jerk novel.
Yeah. I want that like
You want one of the swipe novels?
massively chesty white man in Native American
Like-
headdress holding a woman in a dress.
It's like Fabio on the ship. with the
I
girl
want
embrace.
I'm going to show you guys the bottle.
I hope you did.
I want each of them. I want them, to maybe even turn people on that they're so good.
Yeah.
I want people to, maybe start putting those on Pornhub because they enjoy them so much. Creamy rich body kind of sounds like me.
Hey, we're not allowed to comment on that.
We're not. Jeremy, you can though.
But
That
Jeremy,
was that
good.
laughy face. There's the beer right there.
Yeah.
Right on. That's Yazoo out of Nashville, Tennessee. So super good beer, or so we'll see.
No, I haven't tried it yet. I'm smelling.
I was letting it get one more good rotation. They can still see us on
We're
cam.
getting one.
We're up here.
All right, you can tell us. So we're
Yeah, we're up here.
all right.
Let's get a good sniff.
Can I
Ooh, that's nutty.
puke that? All right, that's
No.
too far. No, that's
I hadn't seen that dude in years. PJ Searcy. What's up, PJ? That's my dude.
Yeah,
I don't see PJ as much as I'd like.
Skilly-bop-doo-wop.
I have so much shit going on that Another way?
I snuck a sip. You may as well.
Skål.
Score. Man,
That's
that
good.
is
It's nice and roasty, nutty, chocolate.
not overbearing, not too heavy. It's not as heavy as it looks.
Awesome camera angles.
Mm.
Are you making fun of me of my camera angles? Of my beer?
You're stop looking at my tit. I'm going to put on a sweater.
You're getting no, she's maybe I don't think she's talking.
You better tip extra. If you want to see these dude tits, you better pop.
You gotta. I was trying to do the.
You gotta come correct.
Stacey says,
Come correct, son.
Yeah, no, this is a super good beer.
Yeah,
It's awesome beer.
it's very good.
What, Jake? Clean your room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your mom and dad said you need to clean your room.
That's what's up. All right.
We are his mom and dad.
So now for our second song, we're going to Serenjo acapellically.
How we were planning on the beer.
What?
I'm not sure. Maybe she was talking about the panning or the beer like turning as it do. And it is Slide Ride Porter. It's got a fox in a swamp at the night with the moon on the water, and there's something over his mouth. I don't know if it's flames. I don't know what it is. You guys tell me. I'm not sure.
This song came out with, I think it's Sam Adams. So that's all I know.
It's a good beer.
Sam Adams.
It's a good beer. Nice porter.
Clink. It's very good.
To titties.
To anything bearing titties in general. By the way, y'all have a happy Valentine's
She enjoys
Day.
camera angles for real. That's what she meant. You meant like the beer camera angle, or do you mean like,
Well, this ain't.
or you mean this angle over here, or do you mean us up here,
That's how my best.
or do you
camera
mean this camera right here?
angle. Yeah.
I can hook up. I've got like 3 more cameras. I can hook up a shit ton of cameras.
Man, get up after them cameras. Let's get it. Let's do it. So we can have some 3D.
Yeah, the spinner angle.
Some 3D deliciousness.
Yeah, we'll put it back. It's for you guys.
Amen. All right, Jeremy. I know you don't want to look at us.
The spinner angle.
But damn, stop obsessing over that beer.
When I used to, so I have a green screen as well, and when I move to Nashville, I'm gonna put up I'm gonna have a green screen wall.
Well, it's whack that you don't have right now. You should have done that for me.
So the green screen, you need room behind it. So you need probably 5 feet behind a green screen, so you don't create shadows that
Sure.
create anomalies on the screen. So
Of course.
We don't really have the space for it here. It would be nice if we did.
That's abortion.
That's abortion?
It's unfortunate.
Oh.
No,
Both of those
we do
are-
not adhere to political issues.
We don't. No, we stay off that.
Oricon.
We stay off that shit.
Anyway. See, that's the second time you damn your shit. Wait on me.
I just enjoy the beer, man. When it's good, I drink it fast.
It's a great beer.
Notice that whenever we drink this beer, right?
Oh, lordy.
This is one that I probably will not drink fast.
It might be.
Hey, where'd you find that Mononoke Tree Spear overlay? I made it. I didn't make the overlay. I just found an animated GIF and just put it in.
Why don't y'all stop asking about Princess Mononoke and worry about his shit?
Here, I'll put another one in. You seem to like them.
Who that? What are you doing?
Just wait for it. It's for you.
So Jeremy, how's Good Luck Wellness launching so far? If you're still on, very curious. What are you doing?
Just just wait. Where are all my spirits? Yeah, where's my second spirit?
Are we making? That's still empty.
It's,
What is you doing, Black?
so I don't know why that's looking like it is.
Looks like.
It was supposed to say something else, but it's
It
being
probably
weird.
is.
It's flipped for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Let's try this.
One that I might be just.
We'll do. You feeling a little self-conscious now?
A little bit. Also seeing as if. A little fatter than usual. What in the world? Alright, so you guys like bearing witness to this shit, or? Dude, I look like fucking Haley Joel Osment now.
We're like matching. It's adorable. What a cute couple.
A little bit. Sweet.
So jealous. I wish I had one of them on my stream. Oh my god. So if you look forward, you have a Sprite on your head. Here, I can zoom it just in case you want to see
There's a
it.
guy.
Says ignoring intensifies.
God damn.
If you want my body. There.
Probably. Well, that's just the opposite of what I am.
Oh man, we're running it.
Get the fuck after it. What the fuck? Well, I hope that's your number, not mine. Nobody calls my number anymore except for extend the car warranty.
Yeah, the fucking extended car warranty shit.
God damn.
It's pretty annoying.
That's horrible. Alright, card. Damn it. Fuck you.
I have nothing to cheers you with.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
What'd you think about the beer?
Ugh. As I down that heartily. Man. Nutty, sweet, very
You have some chocolate in there.
very
If you guys want
autumn.
to look at the.
Very dark chocolate, autumn. Really good, man. Like I can't. Like I'm not super. Like.
I mean, you don't have to like go in and describe it. Do you like the beer? Do you
yeah,
like it?
it's wonderful.
It's pleasant.
Very.
I feel
pleasant.
like this one.
It's very light. It's very. Again, it's not as heavy as I would have thought.
So this one's a Bohemian style Pilsner.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Foeder aged lager. And this is from Miami. It's called Port of Miami Pilsner. So I'm not a
I
huge...
can't imagine how that's not from Miami.
Yeah.
If
It
you look at
isn't.
the label.
I'm honestly not a... I'm not a Miami fan, and I'm not a...
Of the city or people or.
It's just... I mean, I was born there. And it's just not really a...
You're born in Miami?
Yeah, there's really just not a lot of good people there. Everybody's just fake as fuck.
So not a Dade County fan.
I'm more like the homestead kind of...
Well, I've heard about Dade County. So you can see a Ferrari in one
When we
block.
come on, we need to find some CBD beer. We can find that.
Oh, dude, why don't you cough, cough, sniff, sniff, get Buck O'Neill, which I will call after this, to maybe infuse some CBD into said beer. J Diesel.
I mean, he's gonna have to open it, and then the carbonation's gonna drop. I don't know what he's gonna do to keep the carbonation right.
Well, that's all.
That's it. Beer's tricky. Beer's tricky.
It's all part of the science, man.
There's plenty of them. You know, there's the more common ones, which are,
That depends.
G13 stuff like that.
That depends on how you run the CO2 and all that kind of shit through it, man. Like it's all part
on
of the process.
kegging, yes, but whenever you actually have like cans or bottles, you know, it's once you tap it, it's fucked. It's good for that sitting, but after that, it's done.
Yeah. Well,
So this is Port of Miami Pilsner, and as you can guess, it is from Miami, Florida, and the brewery is JWB. So J Wakefield Brewing out of Miami. Any beer could be CBD beer. Actually, we have stuff for sale that does just that. So you're basically doing droppers into beer. Is that what that is? And you're just finding a flavor that highlights the beer that you're putting it in.
it's very interesting.
I'd be okay with some CBD beer pairing. You know, find some of your product that, you know, if we have like, if you like a pineapple flavor or a lemon flavor, you know, we find a goza or you find something that it might go really well with.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna put this on the beer can for you guys to see.
So it could be like a drop-in or versus a actual infusion. It'd be really cool to see either way. We have tinctures that infuse. Interesting.
Port of Miami Pilsner, JWB Brewing.
Well, he was
So now
saying that we have tinctures that infuse with anything water-based.
Yeah, we do those in brewery as well whenever we're making. So we're currently working on a. Oh, you're just going right into it, man. Not even.
I didn't know I thought you already did.
No.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Let's official. Let's do.
I did not want to be remiss. My apologies.
We'll do Prost.
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 Or we'll,
Zdrowie.
the Studio. We'll do it this way. Let's see.
My apologies.
We'll do it this way. Here. Let's say Prost.
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 Cheers on. Thank you.
You love that shot, you said? I probably could have angled the beer a little bit more to where it was right in the crack of that corner, but you know, it is what it is.
It's okay.
It's a little off center, but it'll be all right.
They just have even like as Jerry was doing, like the tinctures and all that kind of stuff. Something you can add to it that won't really affect the flavor, but will infuse the CBD qualities would be really interesting.
Gross, that's German. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would. That'd be cool to kind of see. And
We're doing that at Pretoria currently.
Okay.
We cooked up all that black garlic. Remember?
Yeah.
Whole house smelled like black garlic.
Yep.
They're working currently at Pretoria, which should be ready in a couple weeks.
I want to taste that.
It's a ramen red.
Ooh.
So it's got black garlic. It's got like chanterelle mushrooms. As far as I remember, that's the kind of mushroom they used.
And like red chilies.
They used chili.
Ooh.
They used.
Okay.
I think they're using miso as well.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. This is actually so. Usually I don't like pilsners, but this is actually pretty good. It's easier to drink than most pilsners. Most pilsners are just like, I kind of put them on the spectrum of like Bud Light, Miller Lite. You know, those are kind of within the light lager.
It's got some citrus notes.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
It's
I was really worried about that. That was the one I was least excited about out of all the beer, and it ended up being pretty good.
Yeah.
But honestly, so I've been doing this show for probably a year and a half now, give or take, and I very rarely find a beer that I really just don't like. There's some that I'm like, it's nothing extravagant. I'm like, you get points for just making a beer.
Right.
But very rarely do I find a beer that I'm like, I'm not going to finish this.
It's like, I do not like that.
Yeah. And only cases really where I found that is when companies try to go too much into it.
Usually too much alcohol.
Yeah, so they'll like, hey, we've got this bourbon barrel aged stout that we aged, and it's at 15
port cask.
Yeah, it's at like 14 or 15%, and it's just so overwhelmingly boozy that you're not getting any of the flavors of the actual beers. It just tastes like you're drinking like a whiskey or bourbon.
It tastes like the cask that it was brewed in.
It says, yep, flavorless tincture. It's isolated CBD that is suspended in vegetable glycerin, and it will not separate ever. Every drop is equally infused and dosed correctly. Yeah, no, I would be down for that.
Jeremy, would you be opposed, you and Stacy, on coming on the show? Because I think, man,
I want to find a better location though. This is so tight. This is good for one person, but it's literally at my house because I know we have good internet here. We were going to Pretoria, but their internet's just recently gone to shit. I want some place that I can set up pretty nice. Tell us your.
Look.
I don't have like a most favorite beer and a least favorite. I have styles that are my most favorite and least favorite. So if we can find a good location, we can go to one of your businesses.
I'm sure he has great Wi-Fi.
We can go to one of your businesses. That would be a great location, especially if you've got room. We can always hook up the green screen and we can do some funky shit in the background. Mm-hmm. We can have massive pot leaves behind us, or we can have, we can do all kinds of crazy stuff. But so favorite style of beers, I like stouts and porters. I like sours, and I like amber, reds, and browns. So those are, I put stouts and porters pretty much in the same. I put sours, gozas, and saisons in the same. And then I put reds, ambers, and browns kind of in the same. And those are my kind of three favorite. My least favorites are light beers or like malt liquors.
Oh, shit.
So those are kind of my least favorite. And I know that malt liquor is technically kind of not in the same, but I mean, most people would probably say, I'm drinking a beer, and they're drinking a Colt 45. The lab would be great. Yeah, I'd be down. As long as I've got plugs and stuff, we're good.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna take these off here. They're fun for a little while. There. We'll take those off. If you guys want to see that beer one more time. This is Port of Miami Pilsner, which is actually a pretty good Pilsner. And like I said, this is usually not a style that I like very much because it's just kind of very basic. But
it's very
it's drinkable.
It's a good, I would say, what would you rate on like shower beer?
Oh, this is a shower beer all day.
Shower beer versus cutting grass beer.
Shower beer and lawn beer are they're interchangeable. Any beer that I will drink in the shower,
Or beach beer.
all the same. You're finding beers that you're going to drink in places where it's hot and it's going to be refreshing.
Yeah. So
I'm-
I'd rate that like a good 4 out of 5 for a all of the above.
You say 4 out of 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would
For,
get that.
for a good shower, either shower, beach, lawn. It's not bad.
No, I dig it.
Yeah.
Stacey said, I know you like crafts, but do you have a favorite domestic? Both of you, same question. Yingling, I like Yingling. I like Newcastle. I guess those are kind of...
Well, Newcastle would be British.
They are, but they've kind of been... I mean, originally, yes. Now...
Yingling, I mean, Pittsburgh. But,
yeah. So Newcastle originally was, it was an import, but over the last probably 20 years, it's not really an import anymore. So I guess like Yingling, Newcastle, those are kind of ones that I.
Except for domestic.
You love the beer can. Sorry, we were like over here on this tiny little screen
Sorry.
up at the top.
Domestic. Dude, it's hard to say domestic, man.
Hey, Modelo Negro's good. Modelo Negro's good.
Domestic?
I mean, not really, but Modelo's good. Dos Equis, Amber's really good.
Keystone motherfucking Light is what I'm gonna say. It's fucking
Lift
Keystone
my
Light.
head high. Miller Lite.
Because that's the shit that I drink while I'm fishing. So Keystone Light, and then fuck y'all. How about that?
No,
Bang.
Yingling is a good.
Yeah, it's the
go-to.
oldest brewery in America. It's Pittsburgh, whatever.
I mean, it's got a good flavor, man. I can just drink those.
I don't give a shit.
It's a beer. It's an actual beer compared to like Bud Light.
I'll
Miller
say
Lite.
like whatever it tastes like water while I'm fishing that still has alcohol in it. Like that's my favorite. Fucking
Calvin says Bush,
Bush Light,
Bud
fucking
Ice.
whatever. Who gives a shit? Like if I'm catching like some trout or some reds or whatever, I don't give a fuck. Like
Well, honestly, like
just, fucking natty. I don't give
as
a
much
shit.
as I talk shit, every beer has its purpose. It's
Bud
got its
Heavy,
reason.
dude. Bud Heavy. If I'm gonna rely on one to be the end all be all, just fucking Bud Heavy, man.
When I would go scuba diving, so you couldn't really drink a lot of liquor. So if you're in between dives, you need
Right.
Probably
yeah,
get
the
30
bends and all that shit.
yeah, you probably need an hour to 30 minutes in between like big
Right.
dives. And so most
Yeah.
people kind of munch on a little something, and you can have
Yeah.
light beer. Light beer is totally fine. So things like Natty or
Stacy, Miller Lite doesn't exist. I'm sorry.
trash beer, but it's okay. It's a beer. Like I said, it's every beer has its purpose. If
Right. I
I'm
mean, it serves its function.
Yeah.
Sure.
I compare beer to music, right?
Okay.
Hear me out.
All right.
If I'm at home, right, I want to listen to some music that I really, really like. I want something nice. I want something that's
Sure.
going to be pleasant. It's going to be deep. It's going to be, it's going to be complex. But if I go to a bar or a club, I don't want to hear Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday. I don't want to hear Nat King Cole and Sam Cooke. I want
Okay.
some stupid, dumb lyrics.
Right.
Something that's going to get me pumped up. Something caveman and mongoloid. I don't mind this.
You just want to go home and sit down in a lounge, a chaise lounge, and listen to ass and titties
Yes,
over and over.
that's okay. That's
And that's fine.
it serves its purpose, kind of like
That's
the
cool.
beer.
That's beautiful that you would do that.
If I'm out,
It's good of you to also, give them that fucking that song that fucking,
ass and titties,
yeah. It's just to
pussy popping in a handstand,
for you to just
ludicrous.
get after it like that.
Zach, knuckle sandwich next time I see you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Is it from Arby's?
That sounds great.
It does sound great right now. Arby's knuckle sandwich.
Yes, ma'am. I'll take it. Thank you.
Why has not Arby's jumped on this yet and made an actual knuckle sandwich? Like they just called it
beef knuckles.
No, they just called it a knuckle sandwich, and people, they would create like a meme where people were just giving people knuckle sandwiches, like
Or just anybody that sold sandwiches in general. Really.
yeah. I'm gonna give you next time I see you, man. Fucking knuckle sandwich.
See, you would think
And
like
they'll show up with a sandwich from
you would
Arby's.
think like an animal knuckle would be like a shitty piece of meat that would be cheap. So if they could reinvent that to have a fucking thing that you could sell, like here's a knuckle sandwich and here's that, and they can make it popular.
I think just making it a meme of a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah. See, it's a shitty.
But Arby's actually is really good about their social media. Have you ever seen their...
Wendy's especially too.
No, Arby's is really good about their art, their box art. They'll take like anime, like obscure anime. Or we can do famous ones. Think about like Dragon Ball. They'll take their cardboard and stuff from the burgers, from the sandwiches,
I've seen those. Okay.
and they'll have like artists do it, and you know it's super awesome. Moose knuckle sandwiches. I'll bite.
Why not?
Says so. Okay, we're moving to music. It says okay, we're moving to music. Favorite '90s band.
My favorite days?
That she said both.
Oh shit. Okay. Soundgarden?
Okay. I do like Soundgarden. It's hard to say because there's so many good ones.
There's like that or Alice in Chains, man. Like they're equal.
I like some Silverchair or some Pearl Jam.
Either way.
And honestly, I found Pearl Jam when I was a little bit older because that's Metallica.
That's fine.
No, so I listened to Pearl Jam as a kid and I enjoyed it, but honestly I couldn't connect with a lot of the lyrics because I haven't had the life experiences. So finding Pearl Jam again as an adult was quite nice. Because, you know, you have the life experience, and when they say certain things in lyrics as a kid, you're just singing along, and you're like getting into it, and then as an adult,
it's
you're
like Jeremy. It's
as an adult, you're like, ow.
It's like when you hear Jeremy, it's like, why the fuck did this kid want to snap and like go all fucking nuts and shit?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, there's
Silverchair, man.
There's a lot of things. It's Anna song and all kind of shit from like.
Jeremy Dollar says Weezer. Pearl Jam, I love, but too political. I mean, if you're
I
going
would say like, man, like
if you're talking
the
about
end all
political,
be all would
talking
be
about Rage is too political. But Rage
well, I mean,
is
they're
good.
nothing but political.
Oh yeah, that's what
I would say Alice in Chains if I had to pick. Man, they're just it's hit after hit after hit after hit after fucking. Awesome
What about
shit.
favorite 2000s Jinko wearing fucking?
Corn probably.
No, we were talking about not Prodigy. We're talking about Orgy. Yeah.
Oh, Orgy. Man, I love Amir Durak, dude. I got a guitar that's got the same fucking synthesizer add-on as Amir Durak had back then with a GR55, and you can for any non-music nerds, it makes your guitar sound like a fucking whatever you want to, like fucking saxophone or orchestra or keyboard.
Can you make it sound like a nagging old bag lady?
I can make it sound like you getting off my nuts.
I want a nagging old.
I can make it sound like you pouring me another beer.
Rancid, no FX.
No, man, like that. They were more ahead of their time, I think, than people thought. And
Who's that?
Orgy, especially. They took a lot of.
They're from the year 2055.
Oh yeah,
especially with the
there's a lot of
latex
Gary
and plastic
Newman,
nipples, like the
a lot of Gary
see-through.
Newman, all that kind of shit. And this is nice. It's like a sweater that's blue.
I love some, even though it's more so getting towards the 80s. I love the Smiths.
Oh.
I loved Orgy. Saw them in concert.
Who the
had
fuck
the
does-
same purple lipstick as the lead singer. Zach, fight me for this. Zach, fight me for on this. Fight for me on this. At least, but never least, Descendants.
I will fight you, Stacy, because I want some of that lipstick.
Bring it back. bring back the latex fucking bodysuits and the spiky hair with the
Please.
Lavender lipstick. And
I could only do so much. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I'm in the 80s too, but I love them in the 90s. You about to use the bathroom?
Yep.
Oh, you're bringing out my little what is it called again? It says it on there. Super Melodian.
So the black parts don't have.
They don't. No, it's a super. It's a simple melodian is what it should be called. You can do all kinds of stuff on that.
And you can't. But
You got what? At least 15 keys. You got at least 12.
I really don't. But
Agreed. VH.
That's very
I
exciting.
VH1.
You're welcome.
I do like VH1. Bring back I love the 70s, 80s, 90s on VH1. I'm okay with that. But is there still a VH1?
There might be a VH1 classic. Or a VH1.
Now, I can
it's one of
see,
the two.
so there are people out there, and they're, heroes among us, that they pretty much recorded, and it's groups of people, they recorded pretty much all the TV they could when they could.
Sure.
So you have to search for them a bit, but there's live streaming services out there where you can kind of just watch TV as it was in in 1993 or 95 or...
It's a reciprocity of streaming.
Oh yeah, 80s, Smiths, Depeche Mode, The Cure. Less on The Cure, but Smiths, Depeche Mode, my ultimate Billy Idol. You mean Spike from Buffy? They're the same. They're one and the same person. Spike took on the alter ego of Billy Idol as Depeche Mode is in. I'm all about some Morrissey and some Smiths. I mean, he's talking about bludgeoning people in the head while they sleep. That's a great song.
Galore?
And about getting killed by a double-decker bus. It's nothing we have to worry about in the States, but it's a real concern in England.
No, that's a good one.
All right, I'm going to let you choose. You got two choices.
Jesus Christ. That's
All right. We have...
Yes.
This one's
Yes.
going to be nice. This is one that Jeremy would actually really like. He likes sours. So we have the choice between an IPA
Yeah.
or a tart wheat ale with pineapple, guava, mango, tangerine, and passion fruit from Ology. That sounds pleasant.
Yes. I said yes.
To which? That's
Yes.
two.
I said yes.
This one or this one?
Jim Belushi.
You want Jim Blue?
Jim Belushi Isles.
Okay, so we're finalizing it with an IPA.
Why not?
I'll let you guys catch a gander of this last beer before it is done. Port Miami Pilsner. Super good Pilsner.
Very good, I thought.
Yeah, I dig it.
I felt
So-
like Don Johnson was drinking it.
When I create a studio, you see how this looks right here? When I moved to Nashville, Jake's going to actually build a box around the side of this motor right here. And then I'm going to have tap handles going behind it, kind of like a Game of Thrones. And what Jake said I should do is have the tap handles... Stay with me.
Should I not do it?
The tap handles are built on this stand, and the tap handles are spinning with the stand because this stand can hold like 25 pounds. So the stands will still be on there and have like a green screen behind it. So as it's going behind, you'll see galaxy and planets and whatever we want behind it. And
So
then
you
it's-
can just like click on and click off.
yeah,
That's pretty rad.
digging the spin and brews. Mac, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Mac with the Stack 'em Up gaming bus.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, Depeche Mode Passion Fruit is my jam. But we're gonna let you know how this one tastes. I was letting this last little spin finalize.
I have to. I'll be right back.
Using the bathroom already?
1 second.
It's fucked up, man. You already put the melodian up, so I can't really play it. But if you guys have any like requests, if you just like kind of want to meet with me and just talk about travel, I mean, you can always just text this number and I can help out a lot. I'm not saying I'm some kind of like travel guru. I'm not a guru. I'm not. I've been around a little bit, and I've got some good things that have worked for me. I've got ways to get, during off season, get to Europe for $300 or $400 and round trip. To worry about how you're gonna get your train tickets and get your bus tickets, and staying in hostels that are nice, that give you breakfast, that are food that's local to your area, finding the best restaurants, finding off the beaten path stuff. I've got ways to do all of this. Just learning it through experience, honestly. Just after the first couple trips, just kind of fine tuning it. I was supposed to be in Southeast Asia, I guess about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer. I was saving up for it, and I kind of got into a bad relationship and got drained of all my money. It happens to the best of us, so it is what it is. But now that I've got some money saved up, and COVID's here, and I can't really travel abroad, I've just been squatting on money, just saving it up. So I'm supposed to be moving to Nashville in the next 6 to 8 months. We're in the house buying process currently. We've met with realtors and stuff, and we're just basically shopping around. I've got my money together. I'm waiting on somebody else, and yeah, we're gonna build a studio. I'll have a new pool of people to interview. I'll wait tables a bit, save some money, and go out and travel again when the borders open up. So, pretty excited about that. Zach's not coming back. What's that, man?
Yeah, I'm not coming back.
Hopefully everything went swimmingly.
Oh, absolutely. As far as swimming things go.
Ooh. So, like I said, this is from Ology. This is a Tallahassee beer, and this is one that Sky Barnes actually hooked us up with. Shout out to Sky Barnes.
Hey, Sky.
Is this Reshials? Is that how you would pronounce that? Reshials or Reshials?
Rishi.
R-E-S-H-I. Reshials.
Rishi.
Oh, the color on that.
Rishi, I would think would be like it's Japanese, correct? Rishi, I would think.
That looks like piss.
That's
In the most positive way that
that's
I can
not a
possibly
nice
say
way
that.
to put that.
It's, almost like we're getting ready to drink pineapple juice.
Yeah, that's probably a better way than piss.
I'm smelling it already.
Does it smell like piss?
No, it smells like fruit. So I'll go ahead and tell you guys a little bit
Well, it
about
smells like
it.
fruit.
Like I said, it's called Reshials. Don't drink it yet.
I'm smelling. Can I smell? I'm smelling all the time.
We go into the experiences together.
I know.
Way to be selfish.
I am being so.
It's Reshials. It's from Ology. They're out of Tallahassee. It's a tart wheat ale with pineapple, guava, mango, tangerine, and passion fruit. I'll put this on the beer can for you guys to catch a gander.
It's from the Rishi Islands.
All right, taking it to the beer can. Is this supposed to be like a Japanese guitar?
No, it can't be.
That is the beer. Let's go and get into it, man.
Alright, well, let's try. Click, clack.
Close.
I want the Jap. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, it's nice and tart.
That's got a little. There's a good balance of not too sour, not too sweet. That's a good balance of in between.
So this is a wheat ale. It's a sour tart. Not too sour.
Not
More
too-
fruit. Lots of fruit in there.
A lot of fruit. A lot of citrus. Very nice. I thought it was, damn. There's
Yeah.
tangerine. There's
Passion
orange.
fruit, orange,
Passion
guava,
fruit, yeah.
pineapple.
And if you're talking about like a summer poolside, that absolutely.
Let's see.
Man, I want to sit poolside and drink that all day.
Let's see if I can adjust. Let's see, where's the cheers? It's not here.
I'm not tuned necessarily know.
Let's see. What do I want to put on here? Trying to do like an Indian sitar kind of thing. It makes a weird sound for like a 6-string banjo. It makes a weird sound. Look at those cute little TVs in the back. Those TVs do be being cute. If you guys are curious, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one directly behind Zach.
That's that one.
Eventually, so I've got a VHS recorder, a camera recorder, and I'm going to have some videos that are just going to kind of play. Where's my Yeah, I'm gonna have them playing videos. So I'm gonna have this spinning thing in the background like this, and then behind it are gonna have just small little TVs playing just random shit. It's gonna have my logo on it. It's gonna have some videos recorded from previous episodes. Jake cutting things with katanas and just crazy stuff. I'm excited about it.
I'm pretty excited about it too.
Are you?
I'm very excited. Actually, I think I couldn't be more excited.
There's a huffing, a harfing in my ear.
Somebody gangster rapping on your chamber door.
Good beer.
Cheers.
Skål.
Dude. Skål. I just hope y'all join in on these good, delicious beers.
They're so good.
They're so
Yeah,
delightful.
the splendidest thing that's ever splendid
They're
in my
good.
Splenda.
Best thing you ever had. Just saying. I'm not sure what that. He's got some weird denim. He's got a special denim.
Anybody who looks at the camera, it might look like I'm doing something else.
No, it's fine. Just keep doing that. We'll get them OnlyFans folks.
Yeah.
On them, just good. Well, I'm sorry for everybody that's still here.
They're enjoying it. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want to talk about any debauchery, Stacy says, "Hey guys, Zachary Etheridge is excellent guest, food genius. Y'all enjoy. Have Jeremy on. I'll watch. Are you dipping out for the night, Stacy?" Yeah, she is. Sadly.
Can I do an ASMR like scratchy sound of like? Put your Johnnies over the subwoofers.
That's way too loud.
It's
The
not.
microphone.
Whoa. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Well,
What movie? Oh, that was a Howard Stern movie.
It was
Yeah.
private part. I was trying to reenact that. So, sorry. If that didn't work, I apologize. I was trying to give y'all some orgasms. But if it didn't work, then I'll give y'all orgasms next time. And I'll just work this out with my sound man.
I'll work this out with my sound guy. I mean, unless y'all want me to interact for interactive questions, yeah, we like the questions.
He's my sound guy.
I like the questions. We talked about favorite beers. We talked about bands, 80s, 90s.
I love it.
Calvin said, I mean, I'm wet-ish.
Dude, everybody should be wet-ish.
This is the case where you need a fresh fap
You
to
should
kind
be.
of, you don't know about the fresh
I
fap.
don't know. Well, just wait till if you unlock the rest of the 30 minutes of the show for $20.
From his
Just
OnlyFans.
a one-time.
Have no good, Zach. No more.
It will
Zach.
be real good for y'all.
So, like in 2008, maybe when I was at Darton, I was like, "Hey, man," I was like,
Nice shot.
I should create this thing. I was gonna call it a fresh fap, right? Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And it is a antimicrobial, slightly disinfecting and lubricating, disposable towelette that's in a little bag.
Okay.
And if like you're getting ready to have some spontaneous sex, you're a guy, you don't want to, you don't
you're-
want the girl to get a UTI or anything like that. You don't want dirty sex.
You
You just got off work,
try to
whatever.
get to like the truck stop.
Yeah, you can go ahead. She can even use it as a. She can use it as a, a thing to give you a hand job or
Okay,
to clean you up beforehand
So
before
what's
you
the
have
problem?
sex. It can be part of foreplay.
Okay.
I think it's this 2008 when I thought of this, calling it a fresh fap. And I was like, hey man, the commercial would be like a construction worker, very like 1990s Coke commercial. It's a construction worker, he's ripped and he's doing the jackhammer.
Hey yo, hey.
No, he's doing the jackhammer and he's all sweaty and there's a woman that walks by in a dress and she looks at him and he looks at her and she looks at him, he looks down at himself, he's all sweaty and gross. And when he looks up at her, she's pulling out her fresh fap out of her bag and then you see the jackhammer on the ground just going wild. So it was basically like something allow you to have kind of like spontaneous sex without it being really dirty and grody and UTI.
You know that'd be a thing. Like I would think.
It's a thing now, but in 2008 it was
No,
not.
is that a thing now?
It is.
Okay.
Maybe not to that
Like
extent.
in like a quarter.
Not to that
dispenser?
extent.
It's not a dispensary.
So
thing.
on a funny note, and Zach hates the name of this. He hates it.
What's that?
So I was joking around and I was like, hey man, with vape and stuff and Jeremy's got all this glycerin, why don't you create a CBD infused lube? And there's a lot of, if you look it up, there's a lot of health benefits for a CBD like lube and for girls who have what is it called?
It's not the.
What's it called?
It's not the concept. It's the name.
That's exactly what I said before you said that. Is
So
that you
the
hate the
concept
name.
is the concept is fine. The name is
For the second time, I said that he didn't like the name.
Okay.
The name is called High and Tight, and it is a CBD infused lube, and you're basically using all the glycerin that you had from your place, CBD infusing it and making it. Is it endometriosis? What is it called?
Endometriosis.
Endometriosis, yeah.
That's not.
And
That's not something that's related to sex at all. It's just a fucking thing that
But
happens to people.
CBD is
CBD ain't gonna help that shit.
It is. It
No,
is.
like
It's
modern
medically-
science will help that shit, not.
which
CBD.
is CBD.
Okay, well, fine.
CBD.
Yeah.
CBD has been proven
Dude.
in studies to help with that. He just hates the name. He hates the name.
He's killing me.
He hates the name.
Anyway.
Because he associates the name.
CBD monotrous.
He associates the name of High and Tight with just the military, which it's a term that's been around long before
Which
they used it
is
in the military.
Kind of how.
It's actually a sexual. It's a position called High and Tight as well.
Which we'll be practicing later.
Yes.
And we'll give you the results of that on the next episode.
And so Jeremy, if you're still watching, High and Tight,
High and
CBD infused lube,
It's not the
endometriosis
worst.
helping out. It's multifunction.
The catchphrase is, it could be worse. Cheers.
See, Jeremy told me this morning he
Yeah,
likes
he's
it
like,
high and
fuck
tight.
yeah.
He was talking about this. Socks though. He was talking about his socks though.
Well, I have socks too. I'm wearing socks.
So no, I was thinking about a CBD infused lube called High and Tight
Jesus Christ.
that would help with endometriosis.
And
There's multiple things that actually CBD.
there's a lot of endo.
So basically, you can pull the lube out, and then you can ask your boyfriend if he's ready to fill your prescription, or if you need your medical dose. I need my medicine.
God damn it.
My medicine of High and Tight.
Unfortunately, I need to correct.
The name is hilarious, and it's not just a military term. It's actually a sexual position as well. It's got multiple.
Endometriosis?
No, High and Tight.
Is there?
He was thinking just the haircut of the military, which it's. Just drink your beer, sir. Just drink your beer. Just drink your beer. Just drink your beer.
What time? Outside, somebody be super excited sexually.
What the fuck is going on, Ophelia? What's going on? We're talking about a High and Tight lube, a CBD infused lube,
Sorry about that.
and then he was showing his ass. We're getting pretty close to it.
Not real close. But
So if you guys want to check out the beer that we're drinking, sounds like we just need CBD baptisms. That'll work too.
No.
Oh my God, just please have Jeremy on. I told you I'm ready.
Stacy, you come on with him and talk about motherfucking clay spot too. Shit.
I don't know what this was.
Talk about clay
What was that
spot
kind of
as
show?
well.
Might help older couples too. Hey, yeah. Give grandma a prescription. I can see the conversation pre-sex. So babe, before we get down, let me explain awesome health benefits going on downstairs while we get down and dirty. You don't even have to tell him that. He doesn't even know he's giving you your medicine. He just thinks he's giving you a prescription of that dick.
For real.
In reality, he's helping you. He's helping you out.
Prescription of that dick.
And both of you will feel better afterwards. Honestly. Ophelia said, "I didn't know what kind of show this, or I didn't know what kind of show this was. It's a show that we drink beer and we interview skilled people. Zach is skilled, but he is buzzed today. He actually is going to go use the bathroom. Are you liking the beer can, Stacy? But yeah, Jeremy, I think it could be a great idea. There's probably not that many of them on the market, honestly. And if somebody wanted to buy one locally, I can't imagine it would be. That's going to be some expensive sex. It depends on the dosage. You know, if you want to go real deep dick in the prescription, you can buy that real deal stuff. But if you just want something that's just going to kind of help out a little bit, and then honestly, it's probably a little healthier than a lot of the other lubes out there. I mean, I don't know the chemicals that go into it. I'd say the background Jeremy is a superstar. I'm a family-friendly business. I'll stay in the background. Jeremy's a superstar. Maybe Jeremy doesn't want to bring lube into his business, and I get it, You want more beer, Cam? Here, I got something for you. Look at this awesome gift I got for my birthday. So he's known as the boxer, right? The guy over here. He's known as the boxer, and I saw him in Rome when I was in Europe last. Or maybe not last time, but the time before that, doesn't matter. But yeah, he is a 3D print. He's called the boxer or the fighter, and he is the original statues. It's BC, so probably I'm guessing 100, 200 year BC, and the original No, so with this, what's funny though is you can't actually get statues of this anywhere. You can't get models of this. You can't get statues. Somebody owns the rights to his image. But Alicia was awesome, and she found somebody to 3D print them for me. Super awesome. I fucking loved it. When I went to Rome and I saw this statue, I loved it. You know, you can tell he was bruised, he was beaten, you know, he had scars and cuts on his face, you know, his knuckles were hurt. He just looked he looked fucked up. So I don't know, I dug it. I thought it was super awesome, and I remember telling her about that, and she got it for me. So that's awesome. Hopefully you guys are liking that man ass there. What do you guys want on there next? You guys want a camera? I can do a camera. I got a couple cameras, old cameras. We got an old Polaroid back there. We got an old Polaroid right here. We've got a Polaroid up here. I've got a Holga up here. I've got a German Stein right here that looks like a castle, which I think is super cool. I got some old cameras over here. I got an 8mm Super 8 camera here. A little nostalgia. What's great about these is they probably only filmed about 8 minutes on a Super 8. So, super cool. I dig it. The German Stein. You want the German Stein next?
It's a German Stein.
Says, ask Zach. This is Jessica. Says, ask Zach about Prince.
What about Prince?
Was from Australia.
What about Prince? Let's see. Oh, hey Jessica. All right. So Prince. My story about Prince is that I went with a friend of mine, Matthew Kent. He lives.
Matthew?
Yeah, he lives in Atlanta. Long story short, so I've idolized Prince for a long time. You know, I thought he was just one of the most.
Austria. Sorry, yeah. My Oma's from Austria. Austria's pretty. They had the Habsburg Empire through Austria.
Prince, long story short, I drove with my friend Matt to, we took turns in 2-hour increments driving from Kennesaw to Chicago.
Chicago?
Chicago. That was a 2.5-hour drive, or excuse me, a 15.5-hour drive one way. So we went. The thing that sucked is it was during, I guess, his time when he was maybe screwed up on. It was shortly before he died.
Percocets.
Yeah. So we went to the United Center in
Stacy
Chicago.
says she's going to bed. Good night, Stacy.
Good night, Stacy.
Still early. Why are you going to bed so late, you old lady?
That's my boring ass story.
You old lady.
Long story short, Prince came on an hour and a half late. Most of the songs were just a mash of
All of his songs?
pretty much DJs. Anything you wanted to hear would be it's not a montage. What was medley?
Yeah.
It was like all the things that you would really want to hear was sort of a medley. Played
Go
by
like
DJ.
Dust Cry to Purple Rain.
It's like a 10-second interlude into each one, and I guess it was like when he was in his like super Christian phase or didn't want to play. And
So he wasn't doing pussy control in there?
yeah, like he wasn't doing like the risque stuff.
That's the good stuff.
So all that was like he still had the same stage, like the Super Bowl was like the big symbol, like he still had that, but most like there's his Telecaster, his guitar, like on the front of the stage, and to the right there was a giant white grand piano. So in a lot of his songs, he either played piano or played guitar. Most of this set was him going out, and a lot of he had 3 like backup lead singers that played most of his stuff, and then he came out and danced on top of the piano but didn't play it. He danced around his guitar but didn't play it, and then went back, and then
You ever play any of those instruments?
not till an hour.
It's a tease.
It was mostly a tease.
Yeah. He was rimming you guys. He was just kind of giving you just a little tip. He was just.
And then after an hour and a half later, because I had heard after we had gone up there, my friend and I met, which I can have him give some reciprocity to the story. He came out an hour later and played Little Red Corvette. Did pick up a guitar and do that, but that was it.
Yeah.
And then, but it was
This is
anticlimactic thing.
Jessica's talking shit. Jessica Lowe says, "Can you play guitar?" She says, "Too long of a story." PJ says, "Thunderstruck." Just kidding. Wrap it up. Box needed. It's teamwork. Give him some Zatarans. Give him some snazzy Zatarans. Or not, it's cool. I'll go fuck myself. Thank you so much. I'm creeping because I'm at work. I don't know what that is.
Sorry.
I was confused. I was mad confused.
Yes.
So, getting back to the guitars, have you heard the recent story
Yes.
about the flip Skelecaster?
I have heard of the dude. I haven't researched that too.
So, this guy, I think he's actually in Florida. His uncle Flip, whenever he passed away, 20 odd years ago, his body was used and his skeleton was used for medical training. So, the skeleton kids learning, or these adults going through the medical field learning about the skeleton and an actual real skeleton.
Sure.
When the school disbanded or whatever, they sent his skeleton, his body, back to his family, which was in Florida. So my guy had two choices. He could either like bury or cremate the body. That's one choice.
Sure.
Or his more radical choice as a metal fan is to turn his uncle Flip into a guitar.
Which, as is his right and should have.
Yeah, it's totally legal. He can't sell a guitar, but he definitely could make his uncle into a guitar.
But he could like
His aunt was, or his mother was like, this is fucked up. You can't turn your uncle into a guitar, and he's like, he's like Uncle Flip was a metalhead. He's like, what do you think Uncle Flip would want? Do you think he would want to be cremated, or do you think he would want to fucking shred? And she's like, he would want to shred. So my man turned his uncle into the Flip.
So his mom was like,
yeah. So if you look it up, look up Flip, F-L-I-P, Flip Skelecaster, and you can see a dead body turned into a guitar.
which
So
is pretty rad.
you guys, that's a little enjoy that. We still got more beer left, man.
Dude, you were killing everything before I am.
Well, you were playing guitar, and then you went to the bathroom, and
I mean,
you had-
technically, I didn't really play. Well,
I'm gonna put this adorable Polaroid on there.
please do. Hey. Oh, jeez.
You died?
I'm just dying. I'm dying for your love. We just gotta call him Tyrone. Call him! Call him! Jess would like that.
All right.
What's up, Jess?
This, my friends, is the Job Pro Polaroid. It's a little off-centered, but I didn't want the strap just floating around there on the ground.
Yes.
We got a number calling.
Hey.
It's probably something about my car insurance.
Alright, please do.
You are on Trade Skills. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling into this number that I'm watching this ad on.
That's just
Taking
a
like a
You don't have to do all
Polaroid
that.
picture.
It'll.
Hey, there's one thing you need to know about Jessica Lowe.
She's low?
Hey, listen, I'm calling in. I don't know why.
Are you
I've
getting
had
low?
a phone shenanigan.
Are you getting low on the low show?
Listen, Linda.
How's Waylon doing?
I was just talking about the skeleton. That's like the first time I've heard anyone else talk about the guy that took the uncle with the bones
Yeah, it's a pretty
and
cool
made a
guitar.
guitar out of it.
It's a pretty rad looking guitar.
Like, it's totally rad. Totes my goats, dudes. Dudes, McGoobers.
Yeah.
Anyway, Waylon's fine. He's living his life. I had to put him up for adoption. And, he's in the bathroom.
Well, he's a good boy.
Yeah, well, listen.
Yeah.
We're listening. What's up?
I don't know why the fuck I decided to call in. God, I might be a sister. I'm alive. I'm high.
Run it. It's okay.
Hey, you good.
She got some
Hey,
high
Brandon.
and tight.
Hey, Brandon.
What's up?
Remember me?
Yes, of course.
What's up?
What's going on?
Remember that time I weighed your backpack to make sure that it was okay for your body weight in college? Whenever we were, like, responsible and shit?
I don't, but maybe.
Brandon, I have a picture of it. Hold on. Don't make me get on Facebook.
Of you weighing my book pack to make sure I wasn't hurting my
Yeah,
back
it
with
was
too
the
much
OTA.
weight.
It was at Darton. Picture this. Back at Darton, when it was called Darton.
Yeah. I
2013.
I slightly remember
Backpack weigh-in.
the
What?
backpack weigh-in. That the backpack might have been too heavy for my back and causing me back problems.
Okay, and that's why you quit college and went to Mellow Mushroom.
I was at Mellow Mushroom at Darton too. I finished college. I just didn't want to
You
go
were
back.
busy. And then you went to, like, Rome?
I went all over. I tried to. I adjusted, or I found out my core values.
Country now?
What's that?
Are you able to leave the country now? I don't know with all this COVID stuff
He's
going on.
not.
I don't
Nope.
know. I live in Adel, y'all.
Nobody's
I
able
don't
to
know
leave.
no
Are you able to leave Adel with all the?
Yeah, I just got back from fucking Apalachicola.
I bet you did.
Apalachicola.
I bet I did. And you know what? The best thing I brought was my damn rain boots. I wore them the whole time. Never even went to the water.
You tell my ass how to
I
get
went to
back
the
from
bar.
Apalachicola. Did you bring me some oysters back?
No, I ate a half oyster and spit it back out.
Well, goddamn, Jessica.
Anyway, I ended up breaking my phone and getting a new one. But no, let's get back on this Rome trip. So,
Alright.
can we get out of the country?
No.
Probably can't.
I need a passport.
The borders are closed. If you need a passport, you
I
gotta
know
go to
y'all are
the.
like mafia-looking people, so look, I need a deal. I've been watching Goodfellas.
I prefer you get us passports to Apalachicola.
So you don't need a passport for Apalachicola. So to get a passport, you go to the biggest
I'm
post
trying
office
to
you
get out
got
of
in
the damn
town.
country.
Huh?
I don't want to go back. Listen, I want to go out of the country. What's the I could go to right now?
Best thing you do is tell me how to
Other
get the
than
fuck
the
to
US of A.
Apalachicola is what you can do.
America. You know
God
what?
damn it.
I'm calling Early Collier.
You best tell me how to get to Apalachicola and get them oysters. Now, if you reckon a Christian woman, as I reckon you is, you be telling me how to get them oysters from Apalachicola. Woo!
Well, you just go to that bar that them boating and the poachers play
God
at.
damn it.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna try.
They have these like big ceramic pirates, like the Captain Morgan big guy that was at the Harvest Moon, but these are antiques. And I ran into one of, I thought it was a real person. I was like, excuse me, sir. I'm a meme now out of that picture.
Yeah, that's one.
People only do that when they're really drunk. If
Yes.
they mistake Captain Morgan
Well,
as a real
I
person,
wasn't really drunk,
he's
Brandon.
literally a pirate
I was,
standing on a rock.
I prefer Captain Morgan.
Basically, he was around the corner, and it looked like a real person. It was a mannequin pirate.
Were you under the influence of alcohol currently at that time?
I could have been roofied. Other than I went
To be
to see
roofied,
boating and poachers.
to be roofied, you have to have been drinking something beforehand. They had to have something to put it in, so you were under the influence to some extent.
Yeah, there's something better.
I could have been.
Yeah.
Other than I had a good time, and I stayed at this place called the Smuggler's Cove.
Ooh, that's another sign.
No, y'all, have you guys ever seen that movie, Nothing But Trouble,
Oh, I have not.
with Dan Aykroyd?
Nope. I do like Dan Aykroyd though, old Danny boy.
And Demi Moore and Chevy Chase and John Candy?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're spouting out some good names.
Well, it was the Apalachicola where it was a squid. I can't explain it other than I broke my phone. I had all the video surveillance. Y'all can Google it. But man, this was the artsiest place in the world, and I almost stayed a week. But I decided to come back to Adel.
The old Adele.
Adel, baby.
All right, well, we're getting ready to jump into
Y'all
this next
should do a
beer.
Cook County commercial.
What? I said,
Should
we're-
come, you know the Page Brothers, I live 2 blocks from the Page Brothers.
oh yeah, they're coming to Pretoria on the 28th.
Okay, well good. Yeah, we're going to be there hopefully.
You're going to you're using the bathroom again? You son of a bitch. He has no bladder. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pour him up this next beer, and thank you for calling in.
God, please.
Always a pleasure.
Edit it before you put it on, unless I'm live.
You are live. People are listening to you currently.
Who is listening? How many views do we got? Because I'll keep on talking. Listen, I will not shut up.
There's no telling. There's no telling. People pop in and out. Either way,
In and out. Hey, by the way, I know you're pouring another beer, but I just realized that you know who Cyndi Lauper is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized that song She Bop was talking about masturbation. I am almost 40 years old and I'm a flippin' idiot.
No, a lot of songs are about masturbation. That's pretty much the whole album of Green Day Dookie is about jacking off.
Well, I know that, but this is how stupid I am. I am Lucille Ball / Elvira with no common sense.
It's alright. We all find it. You found it eventually. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pour him this beer. I'm getting ready to... I want to thank you for calling in.
Well, I appreciate you for talking.
Yeah, no.
And I'm going to call back.
All right.
I got another number. I got a track phone too, yo.
Alright.
Thank you.
No problem. I'll talk to you later. Alright, bye. It's just me. What are you talking about, Calvin? What's just you? Pour him up this here beer. Smells nice and hoppy. Smells like it's got a little hop to it. It should, because it's an IPA. That's okay, Calvin. People pop in and out. It's part of the show, you know. When you have a 2-hour show, nobody's sitting here for 2 hours. Most people pop in, they're here for 20 minutes, leave, come back for 5 minutes. It is what it is. I mean, I'm also on Twitch, and there's viewers on Twitch as well, so you're not completely alone, Calvin. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and prep this beer up to where you guys can actually see it. I'm going to talk about it a little bit first, though. I don't know if I should actually wait on him to get back or not. My boy is drunk. Either way. So this is called Medlock, and it's DDH India Pale Ale. It's 6.2%, so that's... oh, hell yeah, that's me on Twitch, too. You double tapping? All right, Calvin, that's what's up. All right, so it's called Medlock DDH IPA. It is from Six Bridges Brewing, so it's got this nice hand with some hops on it. Super cool with this little spirit sitting on top of it. Yeah. And yeah, 6.2%, so it's within the realm of most IPAs. It's brewed and canned in Johns Creek, Georgia. Always double fisting, baby. Art by Ashley Hazel. Is this the Ashley? Ashley. It is. Jesus, I hate how people spell names. It's spelled A-S-H-L-I. Ashley. Bitch, you got the most common name. Please stop trying to make it fancy. Don't try to church it up. Your name is Ashley. Ashley Hazel. Your real name is probably Ashley Smith. I know this because I'm a Smith as well. I got a basic ass name. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the beer can so you guys can see it.
Beer come.
Beer come or beer?
Beer come. Von es dann Bier come.
Johns Creek. This is DDH IPA.
Johns Creek, that would be
Georgia.
just above kind of.
Man, I had to get off beer. Keeps me bloated. That's why I do it just once a week.
It's really bloated, man.
Just once a week, man. Just limit your beer. Just don't take in so much.
I mean, if you don't want to get this
super IPA.
fine over a rack, then abstain from the beer.
Yeah.
If you want to get sweet ass racks, then keep beering it up.
So,
So,
Cheers. We'll do the
Charles.
we'll do the Prost. Prost.
Prost. Yeah, it's so good. It's
IPA.
very effervescent.
Effervescent.
It's very nice.
It's pleasant.
It snaps like see the bubbles. It's effervescence. Very good. It keeps that head, but that's the great thing about it. Is like it continually gives you that scent. So
Yeah, it's nice. It's fruity. It's not like
so it continues the flavor profile. Is like as long as that is still bubbling up, like it's giving you that scent note as you're drinking it.
it's not super like a traditional IPA. That it's like a lot of IPAs are traditional ones.
Mhm.
It's just hops. It's like
They're piney, resiny.
yeah. So this one is more of like on the citrusy side, though it doesn't
Right.
really list it on the can.
It really is.
Show that can again. It's actually really good. Sometimes when we finish with IPAs, they're a bit much, especially if they're high ABV. But I think this one said what 6.2, 6.3, so it's not too high. It says I fucked up and got Pam on IPAs. Now I have to share them all.
That has to be coming.
This one's a pretty good one. It's
Okay.
so you can get this one at Warehouse. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's a great, just a general drinkable. Like I can have like 3 or 4 of these without feeling overbeared or.
Recently, I've moved to hazies. I like hazy,
Yeah.
fruity, hazy IPAs.
And that's it, like this is very transparent, not super hazy, but pretty nice. It's a little bit hazy, but it's just a good balance.
Yeah.
If
Here, we'll
it's
do
a
it.
fall or summer, like, dude, it's actually just a nice balanced beer for whatever. You know? I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
We'll put it
now.
underneath.
But no, it's a good balance for
Balance.
kind of whatever. Yeah, like I'm a fan. It's a good sippable. You can have like 3 or 4 of these at a time, and yeah, it's just yeah, it's nice. I can't say too much for it other than it's citrus, hoppy, and a good balance for pretty much any kind of deal you don't want to fucking drink it at. So, you know, get after it.
However you want to fucking run it, you fucking run it.
Fucking run it if you want to fucking run it. You know what I mean? Hey, listen.
He said,
If you don't fucking run it, yeah, get the fuck after it. If you don't, then go fuck your mother. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Or don't, because that's nasty.
Or don't. Or just who gives a fuck? Drink the beer.
He
Don't.
says, come.
Who gives a fuck?
Does it look like cum?
It looks a little bit like cum in your mother's mouth. That's what it looks like.
Smile at their bukkake.
Some boot cake.
Bukkake.
Yo, ask your mother what the boot cake tastes like. Alright, I'm gonna retire after this.
Yeah, no, this is our last beer, man. This is our last beer for the night. We're talking about boot cake.
We're getting down on the radio of the show.
The bukkake. The bukkake.
The butt cake. That's a pretty fucking good.
What, 2 girls, 1 cup? Is that what that was?
No, you couldn't do it. You couldn't too old school with that. You gotta get on the news.
Do you guys remember back in school, like,
And Calvin says come.
you send people to whitehouse.com? You're like, yeah, I do my paper on whitehouse.com. And you go there and it's just straight up porn site. Or even worse, you're like, dude, have you seen this new porn site, man? It's so good. It's called lemonparty.com.
There was
They go there and it's like,
that,
oh.
did that predate 2 Girls 1 was Lemon Party.
Lemon Party, yeah.
Oh god damn.
Past 12, we entered After Dark.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Fucks.
What I'll do is I'll set up a camera. Yeah, whitehouse.com. I'll set up a camera and we'll live stream 24 hours a day in the house. I don't know what we'll
I'm
call the
down.
house, but we'll stream it 24 hours.
You're gonna see a lot of balls, man.
Yeah, a lot of balls. My mom was in the room.
An unfortunate amount of balls.
When you went to whitehouse.com? If you guys don't know about Lemon Party, check out lemonparty.com.
Please.
Is it still a thing? We haven't checked since like 1995, so
It could be.
check it.
Well,
Check it out. No, man, check it. Check it out.
Did I check?
Check out lemonparty.com.
Let's see if that's still open. Are we allowed to?
You can't show it, but you can look on your phone, and we'll definitely clarify if it was in fact a thing. Yes. Let's see. No, go to Google lemonparty.com.
It's unfortunately not.
You didn't even look, you son of a bitch.
I didn't look.
I got testicles. I'll
I
check.
didn't look. Please do. And I will stop by saying I love all of you. And
You can't leave yet. We have to actually like sign off with people.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, but you shouldn't.
I didn't.
Lemon Party refers to early 2000s shock website featuring images of 3 elderly men having sex. Alternately, when WHEN Wednesday.
When?
Way
When,
back
dude?
Wednesday. This is everyone who fell victim to Lemon Party.
He wanted me to stay for this. He wants me to stay for this for some reason. Please finish it. Please finish that story.
It is a
Why
thing.
the fuck
Was it
am
a
I
great?
still here? I'm still
Now it's just a straight up porn site.
God damn. Let's see.
All right, we'll get ready to.
I'm trying.
Let's finish the beer and then we'll
Dude.
sign off. I know your girl's waiting.
By the way, like, that's the two. I am, by the way, thankful that Miss Brenda Smith has invited me to his picture show. By the way, he is an aficionado of photography for travel, for just general life stuff, and I'm really impressed with his ability to get with people, to find out the greater things in life, to find unique talents, and he's one of the few people I've seen that like seeks this stuff out, and it makes him an interesting person. It makes everybody he interviews an interesting person. And I implore you to continue to follow this stuff. And I'm sorry that I was
No, man. I'm gonna
whacked here tonight.
I'm gonna do a little self-deprecation. I'm promoting a book I'm writing on how to fuck your girl in 60 days.
Let's not do that. Anyhow, I'm not gonna be part of that. But please continue to follow this stuff, man. I'm so privileged and happy to be a part of this dude's life, and he is,
Thanks, man.
man, a proprietor of great beer, great taste, great experiences, great knowledge, great people, great guests. Man, I'm so happy to see every aspect that he wants to bring to the table. So please continue to tune in. Please continue to help him out. And man, we love you guys so much. And even though I live with him, and I'm a little bit biased, I think he's just a wonderful person.
Thanks,
He has a great perspective and wants to do great things. So please continue to support, and thank you so much for indulging us. Cheers. Have a good evening.
Drink that beer before you leave.
I will.
No, man. Before you walk away,
No.
drink it on camera.
I'm coming back.
Go ahead and chug it back.
I'm coming back. I'm sorry.
What was your favorite beer of the night?
Bro. Rolling. Ah. Yeah.
He's dying inside right now.
I'm not dying inside. I'm just taking my water. Loves. Chills, Tom.
All right, guys, we're calling it a night. We've had some great beer on the show. I think that the both of the porters were super awesome. That tart from New Rome was super good. Probably, and this is not showing any kind of hate to it, but the Pilsner was probably my least favorite. IPA followed right after that. It's definitely not throwing it any kind of like shade because actually every beer we had on the show tonight was actually really good. We covered a pretty good spectrum. We had a good IPA, we had a good Pilsner, we had a wheat, some porters, good stuff. All right, Calvin, you heading out for the night? Either way, I've had a great night. That's been a lot of fun. We had Jessica calling in, so that was pretty cool. I've reached out on Facebook to see if I was kind of getting a little discouraged. I had a couple people lined up, and they, one of them's moving away, one of them's kind of not available at the moment. So I was getting a little discouraged and feeling like I've kind of interviewed everybody who I was going to interview. So I did a post on Facebook, and I got some really good results. So if you haven't responded to it, you could think of anybody super interesting and skilled, somebody you would actually watch them, like an interview with them, along with beer. You're more than welcome to drop in that comment. You'll see it. Like if you go to my Facebook, chances are you have my Facebook because you're here watching this. But if not, just type in Bumio in Facebook and you'll find me. But yeah, if you have somebody in mind that's super interesting and skilled that you think that they would be great for this show and something that you think people would actually want to tune in and listen to, definitely drop it in that message or in that in that post, and I'll definitely respond to it. He left, but I do want to thank Zach for coming in. He was a real champ. I kind of sprung it on him last minute. We were supposed to do an episode at Pretoria, but it was storming so bad, and I didn't want anybody to have to risk anything or put themselves in any kind of situation to go there and have a show with me. So I told him we just postpone it, and I asked Zach, and he was like, "Yeah, man, totally. I don't know what we'll talk about, but totally." If you guys have any more questions about travel, if you're thinking about traveling even for a couple days, like I said, U.S. travel right now is insanely cheap. I flew to Vegas this last time, round trip. I think I went 10 days or so, and it cost me about $50 round trip for the flight. Alicia and I went to Philly. I think that was $25 round trip. So I know ways to get tickets really, really cheap. I've been doing it for a long time. So if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to slide into my messages, slide into the DMs on Instagram or Facebook, and just type in Bumeo, Bumeo, and that's me. Slide in. You can ask questions. I'll help you out the best I can. And if chances are I've got some little bit of wisdom I can give to you. Either way, guys, I'm calling it a night. Had a great episode. Had a lot of fun. Oh, okay. Welcome back.
Hi.
You just had to come back and grab your jacket.
I did.
Priorities, man. Did you get real buzz off all that beer?
Not really. I mean, it's very nice.
Yeah, you did. Don't play. Yo had got it wrong. I can see your booty crack. Alright, guys, we're calling it a night. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I've had a good time. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with your guitar.
There's not.
Dope. I'll see y'all next week. I'll try to have something worked out. If you guys are local and you like the radio, I'll be on live at 10 o'clock on Thursday from 10 o'clock to midnight playing music that I like to say is as sweet as honey and just as smooth, old soul. And I'll be on Saturday night from 12 to 2 playing synthwave. So if you like that old Stranger Things, RoboCop kind of Total Recall vibe, I'll be on then. By the way, guys, we're calling it a night.